What's up guys, just Musty here, welcome to a brand new video, welcome to a Euro 2016 themed video, and we're just 3 days away now from the tournament, being the fact it's Tuesday night, it starts on Friday. I'm absolutely hyped for that. But basically, the other day I done the injured stars of Euro 2016, players that are missing the tournament through injury, and today we're looking at players that have either been dropped or just aren't in the squads altogether. And you guys asked for this video as well in that last one, so before you get any further, as always, if you can smash 1,000 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, let me know who you think will win Euro 2016. And if you missed my previous video, that'll be down below in that description box. Alternatively, check out my channel and it'll be on there. 8 AM transfers, 9 PM is other FIFA orientated stuff. So I've basically gone through most of the teams. I may have missed a couple here and there, but I've gone for the main ones, and I didn't just want to put all England players and stuff, as that's kind of the obvious options. It's going to be a mixture of nations, and it's kind of hard to cover every single player in the space of around 10 minutes in this video. So I've tried to do as many as I can possibly, and let's get straight into it. The very first one is going to be a German goalkeeper. That is going to be Kevin Trapp of Paris Saint-Germain, a player that probably would walk into most national teams, at least as a backup. He's not in the squad at all. Now, some of these players may be considered backups for the national team if a player does pull out via injury and stuff like that. I know France have got quite a few, I know England have got quite a few. They just called upon players if there is an injury. But Kevin Trapp, he's never actually had a single cap for Germany, if I'm correct, but he has been on the bench a few times. I think he's just really unlucky because he's had 0 caps for Germany. That's because the likes of Manuel Neuer, got Ter Stegen, we also have Bernd Leno. There's so many good German goalkeepers. He's not really in for a shout. And now we move on to the Spaniard, the centre-back, Javi Martinez. And I think go back to like Euro 2008 possibly, I think it was, or the World Cup 2010. He was actually quite a pivotal part in that Spanish team, playing a fair few minutes and stuff like that. But recently, I don't think he's played too much. Obviously, he's had a lot of bad injuries for Bayern Munich. Has actually in total has 18 caps for Spain with 0 goals and 1 assist. I imagine the injuries is the simple fact that he's not in the team because he's had quite a lot as of late. I think he's okay now, but basically the injuries, they don't really want to risk him instead of taking someone like, I don't know, Mark Bartra, who potentially could be fit for every single game, if you get what I mean there. Now we move on to Dejan Lovren, the Liverpool centre-back. He has actually not been in the squad at all. It's not due to injury or anything. Apparently, I think he's had an argument with the manager. And since Jurgen Klopp has been taken over as Liverpool manager, this guy's really came into his own as a very good centre-back for us. He's kind of turned it around massively on its head. When Rodgers was there, I would have understood if this guy was dropped due to form, but right now he's actually probably our best centre-back, and he's played 31 games for Croatia with 2 goals and 0 assists. And I think he knew personally he wouldn't be going to the Euros a few months ago, because I'm pretty sure I read an interview where he said that he was disappointed not to be going, but Dejan Lovren, he is not going at all. Then we've got Mamadou Sakho. This one's quite controversial due to the whole UEFA ban, but it came out today. UEFA have said Mamadou Sakho actually asked for the ban himself. Everyone knows it was a doping ban, but he did miss the Europa League final, the Europa League semi-final, and there's quite a lot about it, because Mamadou Sakho, I think he asked for the ban because he wasn't 100% sure what he'd actually done wrong. And now it's looking like he won't be getting a ban whatsoever after that, and he should be able to play for Liverpool next season, which is obviously happy days. And I don't know if I think he's probably be suing UEFA after it's kind of like discredited his name a little bit. But for France, he played 28 games, getting 2 goals, and I think one of them goals helped them get to the World Cup in 2014. And now we got onto Juan Mata. This guy's got 41 caps for Spain, getting 11 goals and 7 assists. So obviously he played a lot for the national team. It's quite a surprising one, simply the fact that even if he's on the bench, he's quite a reliable player to kind of trust on, because he doesn't tend to get many injuries, and he's just very good on the ball and very good technically. And with the tiki-taka style of play that Spain obviously like, he definitely suits that kind of category and can play probably centrally on the wings and essentially do the job anywhere. So I'm quite surprised by that one, but that is probably due to the fact that I'm not sure how much he played for United, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't as much as it used to be. Now we go on to Santi Cazorla this time, and his one is due to injuries, I think. I'm pretty sure he's back now, but the injury he did set him back a fair few months recently this season. So Santi Cazorla, a fantastic player, has in fact played a whopping 79 times for Spain, getting 14 goals and 8 assists. I think he debuted, was it Euro 2008? It just shows how good Spain's squad is, the fact they can leave out Juan Mata and Santi Cazorla, and even more coming up, and still have a very good squad on top of it. Now we got onto Andrea Pirlo. This is probably due to age, but apparently the Italian manager has said that it's also down to him playing in the MLS. He essentially said how shit the MLS was, and it's not a very good league to kind of judge a player at international level. So I kind of get what he means, because some of the defending is a little bit shoddy in that league, but it doesn't really doubt Andrea Pirlo is still a class player. Just look how good he was for Juventus last season, and also on top of this, Pirlo has played 116 times for Italy, getting 13 goals and 24 assists. And on top of that, everyone remembers his little cheeky chip penalty against England in 2012. And again, just like Santi Cazorla, this one is probably down to injury, and that is going to be Franck Ribéry of France. He's played 81 games for France, getting 16 goals and 23 assists, but had a very bad injury last season for Bayern Munich. And I think he's actually retired. I think he may be retired from international duty, in fact. So I've just looked up the article, and I remember why I put him in this squad. It's in the fact He has retired from international football in 2014, in fact, but apparently there were rumours he'd come out of that for this Euro 2016 tournament. But he hasn't done so, and that is why he's in this video. 81 caps for France, getting 16 goals and 23 assists. Now we go on to Isco this time, a player that would walk into most national teams, but unfortunately for him, he's only ever played 14 games for Spain, getting 1 goal and 0 assists, but he's not in the squad at all for Euro 2016. And like I mentioned with Santi Cazorla and also Juan Mata, it just shows how good Spain's national team is compared to others, similar to the fact they can leave out players like Isco and the other two. Now we got on to Diego Costa, another Spanish player, technically obviously he's Brazilian, but he's left out of the squad after playing just 10 games for Spain, getting 1 goal and 2 assists. He started picking up his form after Gus Hiddink took over Chelsea. At the start of the season he was horrific under Jose Mourinho, but he has got his shooting boots back on, and apparently they're still not good enough to get into the Spain team. Simply the fact they've got Adures and stuff, they've all stepped up massively this season and outshone Diego Costa. And the final one in the starting 11 is going to be Karim Benzema, and this one isn't due to injuries or anything like that. He's still probably one of France's, if not France's best striker, but this is due to all the off-field stuff he's done and got into trouble. So I think he's currently banned from international duty possibly, but he found out a few months ago he would not be at the tournament. He has made 81 caps for France, getting 27 goals and 19 assists. So he's a great player. Had a fantastic season at Real Madrid, but his off-field antics have kind of cost him massively. But it looks like right now Olivier Giroud is on fire for France. But now we're going to go on to the bench and reserves and stuff, and these ones I won't cover in as much detail as they're not as big names as the one we've just mentioned. And we're going to start things off then with the new Liverpool goalkeeper Loris Karius, and he recently signed from FC Mainz to Liverpool for around £4 million. So Karius has never made an international appearance for Germany. He has played for the under-21s, but just again shows how good the German goalkeeper setup really is. The likes of Kevin Trapp and Karius both not making it at all. Now we go on to Nacho Monreal, a player that was very good for Arsenal last season, surprisingly. Has played 16 times for Spain, getting 0 goals and 3 assists, but he's not made the cut this time. And now we move on to Paris Saint-Germain and France fullback Kurzawa, a player who's only ever played 2 times at international level for France, but I actually read an article the other day he was in the flops of the season for the Ligue 1. Whether that is deserved or not, like kind of harsh criticism, I'm not too sure. I've not watched enough of him, but Kurzawa, that could be reasonably why he's not in there due to form. Now we go on to Sal this time, a player that I'm really impressed with whenever I watch him. He plays for Atletico Madrid, of course, and just his goal against Bayern Munich in that Champions League semi-final is so well taken. He can play CDM, he can play right mid or right wing, whatever. He's just a very gifted player, and it's a kind of a player that I was very surprised to see miss out. Obviously the likes of Santi, you got Mata and also Isco, but this guy, he's kind of he's a very tiki-taka like a player, and again, I was quite surprised seeing him left out, but definitely one for the future. And Sal, by the way, has never made an appearance for Spain. Now we got on to Karim Bellarabi, a player that I know a lot of German people on Twitter were saying why the hell is he left out, but the Bayer Leverkusen winning this time, 10 games for Germany, 1 goal, 0 assists, but he has not made the cut at all, and it's probably one of the more surprising ones, as I think is it Podolski? I know German fans, he's done very well this season, but German fans, I think they say Podolski is kind of past it. And now we go on to Hatem Ben Arfa. Now, he did kill it last season. He's played 15 times for France in the past, getting 2 goals and 1 assist, and was a very surprised player that did not make the 23-man squad. I believe he may be on the reserves bench or the reserves list if a player does get injured, but still, that's probably not good enough for him, especially after the season he has just had. And now we go on to Alexander Lacazette. Again, another player like Ben Arfa. I think like 20 goals last season, like 19 goals or something. That's a ridiculous amount. And I know France have got, I think it's Gignac, they've got Giroud, obviously no Benzema, but France have left out so many big players. Again, just like Spain, it shows how good their team really is. And he may well be on that reserves list. Now we go on to Titan this time, a goalkeeper who I think was at Euro 2012, if I'm correct. I remember seeing him, I think he actually saved a penalty or something. But either way, I have no idea how I remember that, by the way. But he played 14 times for Poland and is a Stuttgart goalkeeper. I think, did they get relegated maybe? I think they might have done from the Bundesliga. Now we got Matthias Ginter of Borussia Dortmund. He has not made the cut after playing 9 times for the national team. We finally get on to a couple of England ones. The very first one, Danny Drinkwater. This guy, he was in the initial squad of 26 players and was one of the players that did not make the cut, which is kind of surprising given the fact we've got like Jordan Henderson and stuff that some people regard as a lot worse than Danny Drinkwater. But Drinkwater has played 3 times for England, and I believe all 3 of them have been since March. So we go from a Premier League winner of Leicester City to a relegated player of Newcastle United. Andros Townsend, he does play well for England, to be fair to him, but I personally wasn't surprised to see him dropped, as I don't think he's that good compared to what we currently have. But Townsend, he is not good at all, and quite surprising given the fact that Roy Hodgson really does like him. And finally, the 23 people I've chosen, we've got Sebastian Giovinco, and the exact same reason that Andrea Pirlo did not get in. Apparently, the man just doesn't like the MLS. Giovinco has played 23 times for Italy, getting 1 goal and 3 assists. So there are the 23 players I've chosen. Some surprising ones, to be honest. Also forgot to mention Townsend has played 11 games for England, and getting 3 goals. And now on your screen will be some players that I have not put in the video, but they are there just because they're kind of big enough names to be mentioned. So again, I have missed a few here and there. If I have, let me know in the comments below. But we've got Inler of Leicester City and also Switzerland, Carrick of Manchester United and England, we've got Dembele of France and now Borussia Dortmund after that big switch from Stade Rennes. We've got Costa, I think, of Torino and Italy. We've got Walker of England and also Arsenal, Noble of West Ham and also Antonio of West Ham, both for England. But that covers all the big stars missing Euro 2016. Again, if I've missed any, apologies. But if you have enjoyed this video, guys, as always, if you can smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, let me know who you think will win Euro 2016. And also, if you missed any previous videos, they'll be down below in that description box or on my channel, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.